as you guys can all see, I have all of the essences unlocked for my Barbarian class inside of Diablo Immortal. Barbarian is probably my favorite class of all time inside of the game, and the one that I most frequent when I play. But that is about to change today. I'm going to be changing classes, but not just because I want to play another class. There's a few reasons why I'm doing this. One, as I mentioned, I have all of the essences, so why don't I go play another class, earn some essences there, so that I could more complete the entire account. That's option one. The other reason is I'm actually going to be meeting up with another content creator this week, someone that is a superior mastermind of building out the strongest builds inside of the game, and we are going to build out a new class with his guidance. I'm going to just start on a new track with a class that I haven't played in a while and build it out for supreme domination. Now, keep in mind, guys, I am a fairly low spender, according to Diablo Immortal's, standards at least. And I'm definitely not a whale. I sit around 3k res. So we're going to do our best to build things out as we can. And what class am I going to change to? Well, lucky for me, the class that was suggested was the Crusader, which is actually my second favorite class inside of the game. So that was actually a really nice thing to hear, that I was going to be able to change to a class that was recommended, that also has it does well inside of the game in the current meta, but it's also a melee style class that I'm very comfortable with. So we're class changing to the Crusader today. If you guys have never class changed, it's a mechanic inside of the game that's actually quite incredible. You could change classes every single day. You lose nothing. All of the essences that you farmed, all of your legendary stuff is all there. So there is no reason for you to worry about losing any of your progress. So we are now sitting as the Crusader, and we're as the Crusader with the cosmetic, the new Phantom Market cosmetic. My first time seeing it on the Crusader, and I think it looks epic. My favorite looking class inside of Diablo Immortal is the Barbarian, and my second favorite is the Crusader. So feeling pretty good about that. Now, these are all my pieces of gear that were from the Barbarian. What I'm gonna do right now, just in case this doesn't go well, and I wanna go right back to the Barb, I'm just going to throw them in the stash right now, even though I would still have them anyway. So we're going to stash all these items just in case we do a quick flip-flop back, but we'll see. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm also saving all of my green items because I'm anticipating that I may need to switch the green items that I am currently wearing with some new ones. By the way, we want to remove this charm. We want to put on a Crusader charm as well, which I have here in my stash. So let's stash that charm. Let's find the Satyr charm. No. I don't. Drawn Quarter, Consecration, Judgment will remove that one. Let's see. Is that my only Satyr charm that I have? I have quite a few in here. We have these for Drawn Quarter. We have this for Consecration. Let's remove this one. Let's remove this one. Maybe we'll try and buff our charm a little. What is this? Fist of the Heavens? No. Don't want that one. No. Let me just check really quickly. Make sure that these aren't charms for something else. Barbarian, Necro, Demon Hunter. Nope, that's just a random charm. Barbarian, Demon Hunter, Tempest. Yeah, that's also just a random charm. So we got what we want right here. Let's now kind of put a little bit of a build together. We're going to equip our charm. As you can see from our res right here, we're sitting at 3,400 res. I'm rocking mostly 5-star gems. They're 4 out of 5 stars, and I am not sure what my gems are going to look like in a week's time. They could be completely different. I am giving this unnamed creator complete control of how this is actually built out. So that's going to be exciting and also a little bit scary. But now the essences that we need to put together, I need to do some farming, because when we come on over here to the essence transfer, you'll notice that we are missing all of the newest essences, right? I think I have everything but the newest batch. Let's actually go to loyalty. No, actually, I'm missing a few. I am missing a couple of them from, wow, a couple of them from pants. Boom. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to try and farm up as many of these essences, potentially even the new essences, over the next couple of days before I meet with this creator. So That's why I want to do all of my farming and all of that stuff. And actually what I want to do here also is I want to come over here and I want to do everything right here. I want to get all these items, hoping that maybe I'll get a legendary or two. There's one. Okay, I'm not sure if it's one that I have yet already or not, but we'll see. And then over here, we want to grab as many as we can. Boom, Hail Pilgrim. Let's get it. Actually, I need to make our way over to... It looks like I may... I'm not sure. This is not the right build. Let's see what the armory has for me here. PvP, farming and dungeons. So this, what are these items? Feasting barons. I'm not, Vithu I still have. Mountbank I still have. All right, let's, shall we try and activate this? Yeah, let's activate it and see what we get right here. Let's see what we got in our setting right here. So right now I'm still rocking the Mountbank 4-piece and I'm rocking the Vithu 4-piece. Actually, yeah, 4-piece and 4-piece. Yep. And with all of our essences, I think we're actually set here. And let's take a look at the skills that we have used right here. Is this, I actually have it right over here for us too. Where are we? Boom. These are the ones that we want. We want Draw and Quarter. We want Condemn. We want Consecration. And we actually want Falling Sword, I believe. So this one is not exactly what we're looking for, but let's see what this, how this works. Boom, 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 boom. So I really can run just like this, getting everything just demolished. This is actually not bad. This is a great build for farming. Unfortunately, my uptime is low, and I'm not sure why. Now, it also, if you saw my Paragon, what is not done over here? Is it the new Paragon? No. Is it my legendaries? Why do I have so many Paragon points to spend? That's odd. Maybe it's just because I have to spend on some of these. All right, we'll hang on to those for now. Again, going to give complete control, and we are fine. Now, I want to test this build out just as it is. I'm not going to go... Actually, let's do a comparison really quickly, okay? Let's take a look at the gear that I'm wearing. And then I have this as well, which shows everything that we're trying to put together. So it looks like my helm is different. The chest is the same. Pants are the same. Shoulders are different. I think the one that I have put together now is actually the newer build, which in my opinion is going to be the better build. I actually want to get all the rest of this stuff out of my bag right here. By the way, before I used my pet to salvage, and my pet was instantly available for me to do identification too. It's not this time around. Okay, it's not right now. Oh, maybe he's back already. Maybe it was just a really quick thing. Nope. Let's get rid of the gear that we have in our bag right now. It's multi-extract. Get rid of this. Boom. We also have 170 of the loyalty points as well that we can use to help get the gear that we want. And I also, which I guess I could use right now, I also have all of these items, which I'm going to use right now. Let's use them all. All of these legendary items, I typically save these for when we go from one Paragon level to the next, but in preparation for what we're doing here today, I want to make sure that I have everything prepared, or as much as possible prepared, so that we can have all the essences necessary. Now, nothing here is actually any arrows up for combat rating jumps, so let's just get rid of all this stuff. I'm not even going to look into it right now. I could save it, but we're just going to get the essences. See if we get any new essences that we need. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're at 187 right now. So what I want to do is let's go. Ooh, we got some flora we could do as well. What I'm basically going to just do over the next couple of days is a bunch of farming, do my bounties, do everything that the game is offering for me to do, and just try and get as many legendary pieces of gear as I possibly can. That's really the goal. That's exactly what we need to do. The more legendaries we can grab, the better off we are. I'm wondering why my uptime is so bad right now, though. My uptime is typically quite good on the Crusader. I'm talking 100% uptime. Not sure why that's not the case right now. Let's see what we got here. The other good thing is I have a bunch of wisps, so we can easily go ahead and and get whatever green items we may need. I'm also saving any green items that I have and happen to farm because I want to make sure that I'm able to, if those are the green set items that I'm supposed to be using for the build that's going to be coming, I want to make sure that I have them and don't have to craft everything. Now, let's get reminded really quickly on how the current Crusader build works. I actually quite like it. It's a super fast farming build. You essentially pop drawn quarter and then all of your other skills, and then you're good to go. The problem is, like I said, the uptime. So let's figure that out really quickly. So right here, I can just basically run through everything. Run through. I don't even need to use primary attack, and we just demolish everything in our path. So I think we're going to be okay. Farming build is not exactly what I'm trying to build here. I'm either going to be building out a solid PvP build, which I still have one that I like from last time around, or I'm going to be building a Heliquary boss, big boss takedown style build. Something that can drop a lot of DPS as quickly as possible. A massive damage dealer. And I do know why the Crusader is the class to do that, and I look forward to building it. So how often do you guys change classes inside of the game? Being very honest, we all go through ebbs and flows with Diablo Immortal, or with any game that we play, right? Like sometimes you get a little bored and you're like, okay, I could play something else now. This is kind of meh. And something that always just kind of re-sparks the love for the game is swapping to another class. Swapping to another class is something that's super easy and that kind of revitalizes your love for the game. It's something I recommend you do if you're starting to feel a little bit bored with whatever's being played. And why am I so far away from where I'm supposed to be right here? This is crazy. Also, it's not a bad idea. A lot of people complain that, you know, barbarians, crusaders, or whatever the classes are, they're just so strong inside of the game. They're just too strong right now. Swap to the stronger classes, man. Swap to whatever the meta classes are and be one of the people that's using a class that's OP in PvP, or that's just, you know, overpowered. There's nothing that's stopping anyone from playing the classes that people are complaining about. And then maybe, yeah, maybe we'll have all barbs inside of Battlegrounds. But then you know what? At least everyone's being a barb, and at least Battlegrounds is all barbs just sitting together there, you know? At the end of the day, I think it's fun. It's nice to switch it up. And now I have a new goal, right? With the handful of essences that we need to grab, my goal is going to be to grab those essences so that we can put the build together. And you know what? Another fun thing that a lot of people will do is they want to have essences of all of the classes. So once they get all the new essences for any class, they'll change to another class and they'll just continuously swap classes to collect essences. We could call those people essence collectors inside of Diablo Immortal, and that's another fun way to play it, so that at any point in time you could play as another class. Now, we have always been talking about and hinting at what we believe is going to be the new class inside of the game, which we believe is going to be the Druid. I'm looking forward to testing out that and probably putting a heck of a lot of playtime into that class whenever we do get it. It's anticipated to be dropping, or the new class, not really, not confirmed to be Druid, by the way, but definitely teased to be Druid. That new class we should be seeing in June, July, August. There was not a hard date set on it, but those are the dates. Look at that chest hiding in there. Those are the dates that I'm anticipating that we see the new class. So the Crusader is in full effect. Excited to be back as a Satyr right now inside of the game, and looking forward to putting this build together. This is something that's going to be very exciting. I've never done it on the channel before, and I'm really excited to get together with this creator. The question is, can you guess which content creator is coming to my channel to help me build out this Crusader? I'll be looking in the comments. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.